Hello, I'm Jane Alalibo and I'll be taking you on the topic future tenses. By now, you should be very familiar with the word tense or tenses and verbs too. In our previous lessons, we learned that verbs are words which we use in describing our day-to-day actions, the things we do every day. And we've also learned that tenses help us to talk about actions that we carry out or actions that happen at different times. We learned about the past tense and we learned that we use the past tense to talk about things that happened in the past. We've also learned how to talk about things that we do regularly. Now we're going to learn how to talk about things that will happen in the future, which brings us to the topic for today, future tense. At the end of this lesson, I expect that you'll be able to form the future tense and also know how to use the future tense correctly in speaking and in writing. Now let's go into our lesson. We use the future tense to talk about things that will happen in the time ahead or the time to come, which is the future. It could be something that's going to happen tomorrow, next week, something you will do next month or next year, as far as is the time in the future. For example, I want to tell you where I'll go tomorrow. So I say, I will go to church tomorrow. Now let's look at how to form the future tense. It's very easy. We form the future tense using the word will and the verb in its main or original form. You know what that means, right? We use the verb without adding anything to it or removing anything from it. We just use it the way it is in its main or original form. And we use the word will because it shows intention. That is, it shows what you want to do. So we use will to show intention plus the verb, which is the action that you are going to carry out. Just like we saw in our first example, I will go to church tomorrow. Will to show intention and go, which is the action that I'm carrying out. Now we are going to look at more examples to understand better. I will eat pancakes tomorrow. That's what I want to eat tomorrow. I will study all night. We will play football in the evening. You can see that the verbs are in their original form. We did not add anything or remove anything from them. I will visit my grandma tomorrow. And mother said, I will celebrate my birthday next year. We also use the future tense to make predictions or talk about general things that we know will happen in the future. These are facts, that is, they don't change. We use the future tense in these two situations or instances. For example, our school will win the spelling competition. I'm guessing or I'm predicting that our school will win the spelling competition. I am sure you will enjoy the movie. What are we doing now? We're making predictions using the future tense. The sun will go down in the evening. Now, is this a prediction? No, it's a fact. It's something that we know must happen in the evening. So it could be talking about that in the morning or in the afternoon. We will experience dry season in December. That's how we form the future tense and where and when we use the future tense. That was very, very short and simple, and I hope you understood everything I have taught you today. So let's do a summary of everything which we have learned. The first thing we said was we use the future tense to talk about things that will happen in the future. We also learned that we use the future tense to make predictions and talk about things that we know or state facts that will happen in the future. And how do we form the future tense? We form the future tense using the word will, which shows intention, and the verb, which is the action that we're carrying out. That's the end of our lesson on the future tense. Bye.